Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you happen to be in the world. We are at Fraser Park, Sportsville, for the 2024 Softball New Zealand presentation of the Men's Open Clubs Championships. This is day one of 5 Diamond 1 action. Currently out on the diamond there, now we have Hutt City United in their blue and white strip. They'll be in the first base dugout taking on the visiting team from Christchurch, Parklands, Christchurch United, better known as the PCU Devils, and they are the fielding team in their grey strip. Game has just got underway, and currently Hutt City United are at bat. The lead-off hitter for Hutt City United is Tane Amumu, up there to bat right now. He's just hit one straight back to Liam Potts, the pitcher for Parklands Christchurch United, for the first out here in the top of the first innings. My name is Gary Arohihi. I'll be your play-by-play commentator for this game. Joining me is Ballpark Broadcasting and Atiawa Toa FM, bringing you this presentation. Up to bat now for Hutt City United, number 27, Joel Evans. Fouls that one back. We'll just quickly run you through the batting lineup for Hutt City United while we're here in the top of the first inning. Tani Mumu was the lead-off, followed by
2 strikes.
Tyson Byrne. Joel Evans, Edward Albright, George McCarroll comes in the 5 spot, Logan O'Leary, Thomas Cameron, Zarshaw Wallace at 8, and rounding off the order for Hutt City United is Keenan Easthope. Defensively out there for PCU, out of right field, Drew Delatour, Leon Lum at centre field, Bailey Hamilton at left, Curtis Dove at shortstop, Josh Harborough in the hot corner. Second base, Harpini Kumiroa. First base, Ruben Elkins. Liam Potts out on the hill doing the pitching to Jaden Potts. Doing the catching behind the dish today. Liam Potts gets the 3rd out. Joel Evans goes down swinging. Top of the first innings complete. We'll just stay with it here at Fraser Park, Sportsville. This is the 3rd game of the day on Diamond 1. We're making our broadcasting start here in the 11 o'clock spot. It's a beautiful day, if not a little bit cool. A lot of sunshine, a little bit of cloud overhead, but a beautiful day here at Fraser Park. Hutt City about to get underway defensively. So we'll just do those orders in reverse, this time with Parklands Christchurch United batting, the lead-off hitter for them, number 2, Leon Lum, followed by Curtis Dove, Bailey Hamilton, Ruben Elkins, Josh Harborough, Drew Delatour, Cameron Watts comes in before Jaden Potts, Harpini Kumiroa rounds out their order for Parklands Christchurch United today. Out there defensively at right field for Hutt City United is Thomas Cameron. George McCarroll is centre field. Left is Logan O'Leary. Tane Mumu at shortstop. Edward Albright at third base. Kenan Easthope at second. Joel Evans at first. Daniel Sievers out on the hill doing the pitching to Azar Shaw Wallace behind the dish. Up to bat, number 2, Leon Lama for PCU. Day 1 of 5 here are the National Club Championships. We've got 20 teams as we see Lum drop the bunt. It's a great looking bunt. Unable to be taken by Hutt City United. Leon Lum gets PCU going in this one. Safe at first base on the bunt. As we see, and here we go, Atiawa Toa FM replay. As we see the third base, Edward Albright, unable to take that ball. PCU, there's one, a shallow left field. It hits the ground. And bit of confusion out there. Leon Lum not keeping an eye on what's happening with the ball. Thought it was going to be caught. It went to ground. He gets fired out on his way to second to be the first out here in the bottom of the first innings. Curtis Dove safe at first base. Bailey Hamilton, number 78, up to bat for PCU Devils. Here we go, the Steelers on. And successful. Curtis Dove safe at 2. This one's hit hard out to left field. Curtis Dove comes around with speed. He's going to score at first base. That'll open, he'll score at home plate. That'll open the account for PCU in this one. They lead this ball game over Hutt City United by 1-0. On a piece of nice hitting. That brings to bat number 78, Bailey Hamilton. Comes to bat for PCU, Robbie Hamilton. Here in the bottom of the first innings and joining me in the chair, just taking his place beside me, local softball identity, Robbie Easthope. Welcome along, Rob. Nice to see you.
Kia ora, Gary. Great to be here. What a great day at Fraser Ballpark, Sorensen Field. Hutt City United and PCU Devils. Thanks for having me, guys. Nice to be here.
Well, we've already seen some good action on Diamond 1 here on day 1, Robbie. The prospects for a good tournament at Fraser Park looking absolutely fantastic. 20 teams going to go at it over the next 5 days. Looking forward to it?
I am. I'm really looking forward to it. Exciting times. I love it when there's a lot of teams here, Gary, in any tournament, whether it be in the Hutt Valley, Wellington, Auckland or whatever. The large amount of teams here just adds to that, let's say, the charisma of the tournament, the atmosphere, gives us everything that we want to have. And, looking forward to who will be there Saturday, Sunday, come playoff time.
That's right. This time of the year, it's the finale. Yeah, very close on that replay there. Rob, up to bat Josh Harbrow for PCU, but this out of all the tournaments every year, this is the one the players want to go to, and this is the one the players desperately want to put their name on the trophy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fair to say this is the pinnacle of the season. Not to say that the NFCs and that was fantastic, but yeah, from a club point of view, to be crowned national club champions is the ultimate for the season.
Mm. And we see the runner from second base heading down to third. Runners on the corners now for PCU. A lot of pressure coming on Hutt City early in the ball game.
I think it is there, and you don't want to be giving PCU soft bases like that. You've got to be aggressive, and I think you've got to have a look at that. So Hutt City United need to brush up on that, because early in the game, if they get away with it once, they'll do it all day.
Yeah, absolutely. They bring on the pinch runner. Number 19, Caleb Stephen, comes in to run for Harborough.
PCU Devils from Canterbury look like they're in one of the better sides from down there. So
yeah, a little bit early days to see who's going to be what and start threatening results and things for the tournament later on. But there's a fine piece of work out there at left field by Logan O'Leary to take the catch, and that'll be the third out. Here in the bottom of the first innings, that'll complete it. We'll have another quick look at that one as Logan O'Leary came from a long way to take that catch. Outfielders coming from all directions, and you'll see he just splits the two there. Calls nice and early, gives himself plenty of room. Yeah,
great play from Logan O'Leary. Those type of catches they're a lot harder than what they look there, but key to it is getting there early and picking it up, and well done, Logan.
So that completes the first innings. We've got one complete. Christchurch United leading the ball game by 1-0. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back in just a minute.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting. Try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with WeldTech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're into the second inning now here with PCU from Christchurch taking on Hutt City United. Up to bat for Hutt City United, EJ Albright, number 24 to get things going.
EJ Albright's really found some form over the last 4 or 5 weeks within the club competition, and he's running hot with the bat. So good challenge here for the Liam Potts there, but nice pitch on the outside there.
Liam Potts, impressive young pitcher from Canterbury, of course, made his debut for the Black Sox this year.
Yes, and hasn't that proved to be a success? He's had a stellar season and really good look. I like the look of him. He pitches with aggression, and there you go. Beats the bat of EJ Albright with sheer just bullet-type pitching.
Yeah.
On the outside, really good pitching there.
Very much power pitcher.
Yeah.
Throwing to his brother, actually.
Yes, and of course, young Potsy there, isn't it?
Yeah, Jaden Potts.
Junior Black Sox, and they went to Mexico. Here's another one of those players, George McCarroll.
George McCarroll pop flies one that's nicely taken out there in right field. Looked a little bit unsure as the sun got into his eyes there, which is what to do at various times of the day at Fraser Park. There's plenty of it out there, the sunshine, but nice catch by the right fielder.
Yeah, young George McCarroll there. I'd like to see him take a few more pitches rather than hacking away at that first pitch, because he's certainly a quality type player to be able to take a few pitches. But anyway, he felt that one was his and went for it.
A little bit of relief on the face of Drew Delatua there in the replay. Bringing to bat, number 23, Logan O'Leary.
Yeah, Logan's, again, has shown good progress throughout the last 2 seasons. And there you go.
This one hit hard to third base.
Yeah.
Harborough just fends that one off, couldn't take it cleanly, and gives O'Leary time to get to first base safely with 2 down. Hutt City now with runners, bodies on base, runners in motion. Thomas Cameron up to bat, number 21. Very much a veteran these days, Thomas Cameron.
Yes, of course, everyone, we all know Thomas Cameron did his day on the mound. At 40 plus years of age, still going. Very impressive.
yeah, turns up year in and year out. He's doing a lot of coaching and that these days around the region. So
Yeah.
Giving back to the sport, very good to see.
Very good to see, and he's been hitting well for the Hutt City United side, and let's see what he can do with this here. Grounds out to second base.
Rounds out to second base. He's making a fine show of convincing the umpire that it might have hit him on the foot. In the meantime, the two teams are changing over, so he will be the third out here in the top of the second innings. We'll move to the bottom of the second innings, where PCU Devils will be up to bat, number 27, Drew Atiawa. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a minute with more action.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting. Try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with WellTech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Well, welcome back to Fraser Park Sportsville, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fraser Park Sportsville, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I pushed the wrong button there. There we go. We've got the bottom of the third innings just started here. Drew Atiawa, number 27 for PCU, up to bat. Bottom of the third innings, Parklands Christchurch United leading the ball game by 1-0. Nothing at all in it at the moment. Out there pitching for Hutt City United, Daniel Sievers. Maybe Robbie could enlighten us on this young fella.
Yeah, Daniel Sievers, 4 or 5 years ago, was a national under-17 pitching for Hutt Valley, has slowly come through the grades, and here we go there, right into the where we are, but that's good. So Daniel has, really come on, and, still work in progress for young Daniel. He's quite talented, got good variation. Just got to learn to just stay in front of the count and nick the corners and see if he can get one through to tempt them. Be good if he could get a bit more on pace on the ball, but it's work in progress for young Dan. A very talented boy.
Young fella I haven't seen a lot of myself, so good to see some new blood out there on the mound for Hutt City United. Doing the pitching to Zarshaw Wallace. I see his dad's listed in the playing roster.
Yeah. I suppose they've had a bit of a shortage of players through injuries and that, and Craig's decided I can maybe come in for a pinch hit here and there, and good on him.
Good on him. Yeah, definitely a quality pinch hitter too. So Atiawa out to first base, bringing to bat number 15, Cameron Watts, who wastes no time in moving himself to first base as well.
Yeah, this will be an area there that Hutt City United want to really tidy up on there. And it's when the short game gets taken to them, they've got, on the corners there, some experienced players there, but we really got to, you're looking to shut that out straight away. Yeah,
so very aggressive start by Parklands. Cameron Watts get himself to first base there with a hard hit out to shortstop. There's the steal, once again safe. It's about dug a hole for himself to come back up in that one. That was a long slide.
So Parklands have really been aggressive when getting on base, I've noticed here, and it's a new part of the game that's exciting to watch, certainly, and we're really getting into that speed game.
There we see the steal there, the replay. Classic, good play. That one just popped into foul territory. Now PCU runners at 2 and 3, none out. They've got to be fancy themselves to get on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, they're in a big commanding position here, aren't they? And Daniel Sievers and Zarshaw Wallace got it on the mound there. They've really got to, their combination's got to do something. They're Hutt City United under the pressure here.
Fouls that one back.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Somewhere along the way, I've lost a batter. Hapani Kumiroa up there to bat at the moment. Of course, Jaden Potts out there at second base. Fouls one back to the deck in the window. That's 2 in a row.
So our cameraman here, right behind the plate, in front of the commentary box, really getting to work out here as if he's part of the game.
Yep. Tell that young man out there on the camera to put a glove on. I've sat here for whole tournaments and never seen a ball land on that deck, but now we've had 2 in a row.
So again, Daniel Sievers just trying to stay out of that zone, hitting zone area, see if he can tempt and beat the bat there. And Hapini Kumiroa, Junior Black Sox, also to Mexico here. He's a good batter, good player.
This one is hit hard out the shortstop, and again, it's not quite able to be fielded cleanly.
So there you go. Yep. PCU just putting bat onto ball and really putting the pressure on Hutt City United with these single type, pressure type hitting with bases on, and it's really working for them.
Now they've got runners still on the corners. They've scored another run. 2-0 out there to PCU this time now against Hutt City. This one's hit hard out the left field. It's going to be fielded out there, but not before PCU score themselves and help themselves to another run.
Yes, PCU are starting to really get hold of Daniel Sievers, and he's going to have to work hard to maybe change a few things up here. Let's get some variation just to get them off their stride, because PCU are totally in command at the moment.
Runners at 1 and 2 for PCU. Number 66, Curtis Dove, up to bat.
So once again, Daniel Sievers under the pressure, just getting behind the counter bit of a, puts more pressure on him. He really needs to try and stay in front and get the count in front. But at the moment, under a bit of pressure,
yes,
PCU are doing a good job.
Absolutely is. This time is another steal again. This time it's a successful play.
That's better. So there's Arshaw Wallace, the catcher for Hutt City United. So
no mistake with the throw that time,
nice
Robbie.
throw over to the shortstop, Tane Mumu, and that takes an out there. That'll be good confidence for him there, because PCU was really putting the pressure on and asking, has he got the arm to throw them out? Wow, so again, another short play games, hit to the second baseman, and he just beats the throw out there. So again, PCU going to this contact hitting style type game.
They're going early in the counts too. They're
Yeah.
really going hard at anything near the zone being thrown by Daniel Sievers. And there's another example of it. That was a good pitch on the inside, but really did turn on that one to number 78, Bailey Hamilton.
Yes, just feel that PCU just have total control at the moment over this game, and Daniel Sievers having to work hard. There's a good variation pitch, but is that enough to get through?
This one's gone high, it's gone deep, and it's caught out there, and there's another run going to score on the sacrifice fly.
So PCU, they're doing the job there, the batter there. He just put it deep into the field. That's what you need to do, and that scores a run. Great batting.
PCU making all the running here in the second inning of the ball game. Bottom of the second it is. It's a very complicated looking chart here as we see this one's hit out the...
So the runner's called out for leaving early, I think, there. So
early leave.
by the looks of things.
I want to take my jacket off.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's Parklands Christchurch United who helped themselves to 3 runs in that innings and now enjoy a 4-0 lead over Hutt City United. We are now going to head into the third innings. And we'll be back in just a minute after a quick break.
I can't promise you that things will always go the way we want. But I can promise you one thing, that if we fight through the pain together, if we strive every day to make each other better, if we learn to communicate and never lose sight of that vision, then we will surprise people. So don't settle for being a good player. Don't settle for being a good team. Aspire to something great, know in your heart that this team is special. Look at the players around you and make that commitment to them right here, right now.
Shannon. Yep. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the bottom of the third innings now, and it's Parkland's Christchurch United, PCU Devils, who are making all the early running in this ball game. They lead the ball game over Hutt City United. There's a nice hit up the middle. Well taken out at shortstop there. Nice work by Curtis Dove to fire the out at first base for the first out. Anyway, here in the bottom of the third innings, I've got a guest in the booth now. I've got two guests in the booth now, actually, and joining us on the mic to start with is Thomas Anoka. Thomas, welcome along. Very good to see you.
How's that?
I'm very good, mate.
That's good.
Club Nationals time of year again. It's the tournament everybody kind of waits for in the domestic season.
Yep.
How are you guys feeling about it? Yeah, as a squad.
Yeah, feeling really good.
Yep.
We've had a lot of ball this season. It's been good. Yeah, looking forward to this week. Obviously, some good weather out there right now, so let's hope it stays that way. Unpredictable down in Wellington.
Oh, can be, mate. Yeah, don't be too unkind to Wellington weather.
But now, shaping up pretty nicely, really.
Yeah, Fraser Park's a beautiful place to have a tournament. Thomas, Auckland competition-wise, how did you guys go this year?
Yeah, we did pretty good. We just fell short in the finals in most of the games that we played. So we played against Ramblers for the most part. But yeah, come second this year against them, and they're a tidy side. So looking to try and get a dub on them this week at least, yeah.
Oh, yep. Well, this is right. They'll be one of the teams to watch out for in this tournament. Any of the other teams that you guys have got your eyes on as being fairly good-looking teams in this tournament? Or it's a little bit early to say?
A little bit early to say. We're just trying to take one game at a time so far. So we've just looked at our pool and trying to do the best that we can in our pool and come first. Just took that game against Roosters just then. So, and they're a tough side too. So looking to play against Richmond this afternoon. So, yeah, more looking one game at a time and just a bit focused on our pool at the moment.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, Auckland United, of course, just came off a tight win over Roosters in the previous game here on Diamond 1. We had a few technical difficulties, so we weren't able to get up live for that game. But a very good win in the end for Auckland United. What was the final score in that game?
2-0. So you're telling me that you guys missed all my mean plays out there?
Did you have one or two?
Yeah, just as long as you didn't get the error out there, that would be good.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I remember. But anyway, as the tournament goes deeper, things we'll find out who the threats are, and obviously you guys will be looking to be there in the sharp. Ramblers obviously are forever a threat.
Yep.
But quite liking the early look of this PCU team at the moment as we see Hutt City United get themselves on the ball for a run there. 4-1 PCU lead this ball game. But we've seen young Liam Potts step up to the highest level in this game this year. He's a pretty good-looking young pitcher.
Yeah, he has had a good season so far. I mean, he carried that Canterbury side into the finals at the NFS comp, and I mean, the good thing about him is he can go all day, and it looks like he's going to probably do that this weekend. But yeah, good pitcher. Shapes up, throws a lot of strikes. It's a good thing. So he'll be showing out today, I think.
Yeah, nice work by Hutt City as they get themselves well and truly back into this ball game. 2 more runs scoring there, so we're 4-3. We'll just get a quick word with Ethan. Tom, thanks very much. Take a second or two for them to swap seats. We've only got one other microphone operating at the moment. Ethan Shannon, welcome along. Nice to see you, young fella.
Oh, yeah, pleasure to be here.
So you're turning out for Auckland United. Is that your normal club, or
Yeah.
your name is synonymous with another club in Auckland, isn't it?
Yeah, a couple. But no, yeah, this is my second season with United.
Yeah, and you're enjoying that experience?
Yeah, no, it's mean.
Obviously, you've got a lot of experienced Black Sox and things out there to key off in that team.
Yeah, no, they're good people to learn off, and good obviously to be around them. You learn a lot. It goes a long way, if you keep your ears open.
Yes. I see you were doing the calling at first base there in the previous game. They're just resting you.
Oh, it's always, whatever happens, you're on or off the field. Just glad to be here. Happy to be out here for a week of softball, and whatever happens.
Yeah, excellent. Now, for those people out there who haven't heard your name yet brought up, what position do you normally play?
So I play the corner, so third base, first base, and I catch as well.
And you catch?
Yes.
And obviously hitting?
Left-handed hitter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dead ball.
Oh, there we go. We've got a bit of an injury break there. We'll just have a quick look. Inside. Oh, yes. Is that Joel? Joel Evans turned on that one. It's come off the barrel of the bat by the look of it. Straight into the nose. Those of us who've played a lot of softball know exactly what that feels like.
When he swung, it hit the bat, then it hit him, so I have a dead ball.
There we go. We hear the call on that one from the umpire. Looks like Joel's going to be okay. He's a tough guy. He'll be back very shortly. We'll just take a quick break while this works itself out. We'll be back in just a minute.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting. Try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with Welltech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've just taken a quick break while we let Hutt City deal with their injury situation that's still going on out there. I've got with me young Ethan Shannon. Ethan, you're playing in a team with quite a few legends in it. Is there anyone in particular that anyone that you look up to, or you've always sort of?
Yeah, there's a couple, obviously, but I grew
not within your team necessarily, but you.
There's always, there's a couple of people. A lot of them are here that I've grown up watching, being around the ballpark a lot. But it's most of the familiar faces that do play higher honours, such as the Anokas, and so on. But yeah, no, it's good to play with and against a lot of them. It's good. It's always fun. It's always fun to play against people that
National Club Champs is I mean, I know we have the NFC, but it really is a tournament that all the players like to get up for and like to be a part of, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's good because everyone gets up into it, gets amongst it, gets the whole intensity going. Makes everything feel like everyone wants to be there. Makes it good.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Joel Evans back in the batter's box. We, after taking a ball to the face there, he's come back and he's as good as gold. 3 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 3rd innings. The game's gotten very tight all of a sudden. 4 runs to 3. Ethan, just before we check out with you guys, who do you reckon is going to win this one?
Yeah, my pick is I'll go PCU. I think PCU might take it out. But you never know. Hutt City, they're doing well right now. They've got it tough there, They're doing well.
Yep, no, they've got some tough players in both teams. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. My booth guests from Auckland United. I want to thank them both for coming along. Thomas Anoka and Ethan Shannon. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers. Thanks for
Good
having
to
us.
see you. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Cheers. Thank you.
All the
Thanks
best.
for having us. Appreciate it.
Joel heads back to the dugout. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it is 3 runs scored. We've got EJ Albright up to bat for Hutt City, number 24. We'll have Robbie back in just a sec. He's taken the opportunity to just disappear on us. And the impressive Liam Potts still going to work out there. It's Hutt City that have lit up with the bat this innings. We're into the 3rd innings already. There's now only 1 run in it. There's a steal on out of second base. There's a fine piece of throwing by Jaden Potts. It went out there like a bullet. Umpire Jeremy England calls the out at second base.
Ball, 2 strikes.
And there we go, strike 3 this time. It's EJ Albright wastes no time in striking out. Liam Potts wastes no time in striking out EJ Albright for the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 3rd innings. There we go, 3 complete now, and an exciting softball from these 2 teams. 4 runs to 3 is the score to Parklands Christchurch United. We'll be back after a couple of messages in just a minute.
Rusty Bumgardner has done it all. But this year, Rusty reaches a whole new level of softball success. He's going to Beijing.
Rusty. Rusty. Rusty, have you seen my glove?
As the equipment manager. Good luck, Rusty.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hutt Valley Home of Softball. Here we are on Sorensen Field, which is the name for Diamond 1. Joining me back in the booth, Robbie Easthope. Rob, what a great comeback by the Hutt City team to get themselves well and truly back in this match.
Yeah, and they needed to do that, so they got a bit of fight in them, Gary, and I think, they're going to have to do that all tournament with all due respect to their battery staff there. They've got a young and raw type pitching, and now we're seeing with Jaden Hedder coming into the mound for his first tilt at this game.
Jaden Hedder, of course, replacing Daniel Severs, who did the first 2 innings of the ball game for this team. There's a pop fly into centre field. Out there under it is George McCarroll, makes no mistake on this one. Takes the out.
And that's good. Good start for Jaden. That's all he needs to there. And, he's a young pitcher. Of course, he got called into the Junior Black Sox last year for Mexico and was one of their pitching that went there. And let's hope he can build on that and really take his future, which is bright, within the game.
I've seen Jaden pitch for quite a few years now as he's come through the grades. He's pretty unflappable out there as a young fellow, which is a good thing you need as a pitcher.
Yeah.
Is just to be able to not get too emotional about things out there.
Yeah, I think you're right, Gary. I think that's one of his strengths there. If if he can just get a bit stronger throughout, he's still growing boy. He's going to be one to work with.
There we go, a pop fly on the infield there, and it's Keenan Easthope gets under that one and takes it. There's a good group of young players coming through, probably led by George McCarroll out there, Keenan Easthope, and of course Jaden there, and of course we've already seen Tane Mumu, who's still young at the very highest levels of the game. So must be a lot of good development going on out at Hutt Valley.
Look, I think there's a lot of good players, and you've mentioned through there. Of course, the one standout is George McCarroll, in my view, probably one of the best youngsters going that we've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
But, ably followed up by those. And, some of the other clubs have got some very good young players. I mean, if we look at Parklands here, young Jaden Potts behind the dish here. Hapini Kumurua is out there as well. So it's good. That's what we need within the New Zealand game. The youngsters really starting to thrive in the elite, in the top echelon of our sport. And
already proving, Rob, they're not just here for experience. They're very much in the frame as players, who could win games for their respective teams as well.
Yes, and I agree with you there, Gary. So we've done the challenge, I think, for New Zealand softball is we've got to give these guys as much space in the game as possible and go through. And there's a nice rise ball. And from Jaden Header, goes through the zone, beats the bat. Fantastic start for Jaden.
Yeah, and that makes 3 down here now on the bottom of the third innings. That is 3 complete here at Fraser Park Sportsville. It's PCU from Christchurch who lead the ball game 4-3 over Hutt City United. We'll be back in just a minute with more action.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting, try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with Welltech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Fraser Park Sportsville on a beautifully sunny day. There's a light breeze blowing, just a few white puffy clouds overhead. And as Fraser Park wants to do, they've put on a great day for softball. We've got Parklands Christchurch United taking on Hutt City United. So a local team versus a visiting Canterbury team. And it's PCU from Christchurch who have made the early running. But now it is Hutt City who have come back strongly and trail by only 1 run. 4-3 to PCU in this one at the moment. Up to bat for PCU is George McCarroll. We're just speaking about George being one of the leading lights as one of the young up-and-comers in softball in this country at the moment. Very good young player.
Yes, outstanding. He's really gotten on top of his game. His light years ahead, I believe, in maturity and, has the complete game and speed, can hit the ball long, can play the short game, but very mature for his age, and I think that's his main trait, very level-headed.
Yeah, it seems to, without knowing him personally, he does seem to have all the attributes of a leader out there. but just one of a number of youngsters in this Hutt City team who are also blessed with some very experienced old heads.
So here we have George here just lining up. Oh, there we go. George picks himself a walk.
Yeah, never an easy out, George. He's definitely organised in the batter's box. He knows what he's doing.
He's really made, whilst he started off his younger years in the infield, and he's a good infielder, he's really made his name out in there in the outfield, and I think he has the tremendous ability, speed. He picks up the ball well, and in flight, and can make ground to be a very good outfielder.
Do you think the move to the outfield has influenced or done anything to improve his batting? Does it take that?
Look, I think batting has been his strength the way through, and but I think he's an all-round player. He uses all his attributes, particularly his speed and that ability to pick the ball up off the flight of the bat, something that you can't teach, and I think he's got all the attributes to go a long way.
We talk about the youth in the two teams, but they do have some very, very experienced players out there. But and there's a example of that youth, young Jaden Potts taking his second out.
Jaden Potts just throwing them out.
He really throws laser beams from there, doesn't he?
In fact, Hutt City trying to be aggressive, and George McCarroll's no slouch on the speed there, and Jaden Potts made that really look easy, didn't he?
But it also a signal for the rest of the tournament that if I'm behind the dish and you're trying to steal second, you ain't going to get there easy.
No, that's right.
Point I was going to make, of course, is the two batteries here are probably both teenage batteries, pitcher and catcher.
Yeah, and of course Liam, his brother, on the mound now, under 23 pitcher. One of has done himself no harm in wearing national colours. I think he's done very well for our under 23 side, and got called in there and had a good NFC, I thought, for Canterbury, and
Yeah, just wasn't quite able to see it through on the mound for Canterbury as they went down to Auckland in that grand final, 7 runs to 0. But in that grand final and in that tournament, we saw the return of Nick Hayes.
Yeah, and that's been the talking point, hasn't it? Hasn't he looked the goods? And gee, he's lost nothing. In fact, if anything, he's gone up another notch, as if and showing the determination to be there.
It's good to see him back in the mix. I hope that means he's going to be back in the mix. I really don't know, so I'm only speculating. For higher honours, but it would be so good for this country for him to put his name in that hat.
Looking forward to seeing him, within this tournament, and of course Ramblers will have a very formidable battery. But there you go, Thomas Cameron not happy with that, and. I think PCU have done well there. They've really
just slowed Hutt City United's momentum as they end it here in the top of the 4th innings, and no score in that one. So the score remains 4-3. PCU over Hutt City United. Will be back with more action in just a minute.
From the humble beginnings of a Wellington garage and with a good helping of Kiwi Can Do, Resine have been proudly colouring New Zealand since 1946. Environmentally approved quality paints, colours and expert advice, all available at your local Resine colour shop. Our friendly team are here to help you get the best results for your project. With creative colours and innovative paint all made right here in New Zealand. You can rely on Resine to get the job done.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fraser Park Sportsville. The first pitch has been thrown here in the bottom of the 4th innings, and as one has been hit all the way out to right field. Thomas Cameron uses his free hand on that one and just throws it back into the diamond for a stand-up single. And the hitter in that one was number 15. Must have been a pin. Cameron Watts, it was.
Yeah, well, Cameron Watts getting on that first pitch there and getting himself on base, doing a good lead-off job. Once again, PCU Devils putting the pressure on early for Hutt City United, and they need to respond defensively, try and shut the door to stay in the game.
Yeah, number 19, Caleb Stevens doing the running for Cam Watts, who's the DP in this one. I'm just wondering if he might be a little bit injured because he's normally a catcher. Not that they are short of catchers at the moment, but he's normally a catcher at the highest level in our game.
Yeah, well, that's a great young Jaden Potts and then Cameron Watts, obviously a Black Sock there. So, yeah, sharing the catching duties there. And there you go. Once again, PCU Devils putting the pressure on young.
And there they go. They
Wallace,
repeat it.
There, and again, being aggressive and, forcing these types of
errors in
that case. And just the mind games being played here.
Yeah, and it's Hutt City actually having a hard time dealing with it.
No, and they've got to really step up here and really, you saw in the previous innings, Jaden Potts, the catcher there, really, look at that throw there.
Quite a long way off.
And that's due to the pressure that PCU are putting on Hutt City United. All of a sudden your throws are off stray, you can't get a catch here, and they're really just getting into it. Young Jaden Potts there whips for that round through
He's a pocket rocket, young Jaden Potts, isn't he? Yeah. A little bit like George McCarroll. They're built low to the ground, but by geez, so powerful.
Jaden Hetter's got a real challenge here. Of course, the umpire here today in the plate there, Frank Forgy, is a guest umpire from Canada, and he's hopefully he's enjoying. It looks like he's enjoying his time here, especially the weather. He'd rather be here than Canada at the moment, eh?
Well, they'll just be coming out of their winter, won't they? So, yes, I imagine it's substantially colder there than it is here at the moment.
Now, that pitch there from Jaden Hetter was that rising type pitch. It's probably his strength pitch that is able to tempt batters to really get onto that. And there you see Jaden Potts there, normally disciplined, just went for that one. Then comes in with that down pitch, that low that's just hitting the core zone before dropping. So, it's...
A little bit more to Jaden Potts' liking, though, wasn't it, that down pitch?
So Jaden Hetter's really got to work on if he throws that down pitch, it's either outside, down, or it's definitely dipping down before the strike zone. That's a better outside pitch there that Jaden Hetter fouls off. That's the type of pitching he's going to need to contain this powerful lineup at the moment.
Absolutely, it's a great battle between these two young players. This time he's gotten on top of one. He's hit it down the third base line. It's well picked up out there at left field by Logan O'Leary. Not before Jaden Potts gets himself all the way to second base.
And there you go there. That one was that rising pitch of Jaden's, but it just didn't have enough speed to beat the bat of Jaden Potts, who get around and really twisted round to that hard down the left field third base line for an excellent two-base safe hit.
And did that advance the score?
I don't believe they scored, did they?
No, Cameron Watts was out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem. Jaden Potts at second base on a nice hit. Prompts a little bit of a talk out there. Pitcher and catcher. Just make sure they're on the same page. Shaw Wallace made a pretty good fist to catcher since he moved there.
Look, I think he is, and I think he's really progressing each year. He's really
must be very
good in
of
the
a learning
infield
curve.
too. I have to say, and I think, that's a big hit there
This
right
one,
out
this
to
time
the
it's
right
helped
field.
himself out to right field. It's going to score Jaden Potts from second base, and that's a nice piece of batting by Kumiroa.
Yeah, and I think for Zar, every year he's behind the dish, he's going to get better and better. Lots to learn in that position as well, about calling
Yeah, that game management, isn't it?
That's how you set up. But I like the way he's progressed through today. I think he's going to be a good catcher. I think the big thing for Zara is he's got to make up his mind. Does he want to be in the infield or does he want to be behind the dish? And once he does that, I'm sure he'll excel in either one of those positions.
Yeah, he's too talented. He'll make his decision and he'll go from strength to strength. I'm absolutely sure of it.
There's plenty of time to do that, and I think Hutt City United's lineup is very youthful within the infield too. And I think for this weekend, he's sort of taken it on board for the team. I'm going to play catcher because I'm the best catcher at the present point in time in their team.
Yeah, well, having Joel at first base and EJ at third base just about triples their average age out there compared to some of the younger, fresh-faced looking fellas in the team, isn't it?
3-2.
There you go. It's PCU got the pressure back on Hutt City now. They've scored a run in this one. It's 5-3. It's a hard hit out to left field this time. And they are now batting in clumps, batting in twos and threes, and that's a dangerous sign.
Danger time here for Hutt City United. They really, they're down to they're still in this game at 5 runs to 3 down, but they really just need to get some outs here and keep the score close. Because they've got a batting lineup that can do it, but they don't want it to blow out.
One down it is, and that you're right. I mean, with one down and 2 on base and batting the way they're batting, it is a very dangerous moment in this ball game.
Good pitch there from young Jaden Hedder. Going inside, rising through the zone, tempting the batter and beating the bat. If he can do those consistently, he'll be a very hard pitcher to beat.
At the moment for him, it's about just hitting those spots, isn't it? I mean, he's not at that speed yet that's really going to upset a lot of batters. In fact, it's a speed that once you get used to is going to become quite hittable.
Yeah.
So you do need to be really onto it with hitting his spots.
Yeah, I do think you're right. You raised a valid point about his ability to really pitch hard and fast. It's probably not quite there at the moment.
Oh, there we see a fine piece of run. This time it's Curtis Dove who shows us his speed. Gets there a little bit ahead of East Hope at second base. No one covering at first base.
Close call here, but you have to say Curtis Dove did a brilliant job there. Here we go. Let's have a look here. Kenan East Hope grabs the ball. Yes,
Boom.
He just beats the
In old money, there's probably only about 2 or 3 inches in it.
Good play, Curtis Dove. Well done.
Well, the upshot of that, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is PCU Devils have now loaded the bases. There's still only 1 out. And up to bat for them. Well, they've got Bailey Hamilton in the 3 spot and Ruben Elkins in the 4 spot. So both of these batters about to come up are going to be able to hit the ball. You can absolutely guarantee it.
And obviously we've loaded bases here, and Hutt City United, they've come in here, squeezed the field in a bit. They'll be wanting for the batter to hit into there. They play home and throw to one to get the double. This is what they're looking ahead of. But at the moment, the batter here will be mindful of that, and let's see if he can do the job. Oh, he does it brilliantly.
This is a high fly ball out to left field. It's going to be caught. It is right on the fence. But that's going to score another easy run. It's a great bit of batting by PCU as they use the sacrifice fly to get one across home plate.
Yes, well done. Great routine play, if you might say. That's the exact type of hit that you want when there's a runner on 3. So doing a good job, and that's scoring another run. PCU back in command.
So not much gets easier for PCU in this one. It's 2 down, except we've got runners at 2 and 3.
Nice pitch there from young Jaden Hedder. Gets the outside pitch called in there. Left by the batter. Batter then lets it go. Called strike in the zone.
Yeah, there's not much you can really do about good batting because Jaden's actually still not pitching. He's pitching pretty good, is what I was going to say. And that's a nice piece of play.
So that was hit hard down the first base line. Joel Levin just grabs his glove, tagged one, tries to throw home. The throw was off a bit, and that allows a run to score.
No. Not at all. He was in there. He was in the chute. No, he was inside the chute, I thought.
Oh, he's asking if the runner was interfering?
Yeah, maybe running out of the running zone, I suppose, thereby interfering with the chance to play home. Whether they saw that, I don't know. But that's the only thing I can think of there, that they'll be looking to see, hey, the runner running up to one was outside that running line zone there and prevented the throw from coming home to make a tag at home.
And the call is safe.
Call is safe. The umpires say no. He had a good chance. It was a bad throw.
We all had safe.
So the umpires come together. Of course, the Blue Crew out there, Frank Fargy at home plate, Lance Brown at first base, and Jeremy England out there at third base, doing the job.
Great to see them. They do a good job there. Of course, we already know about Fargy from Canada. Lance Brown from good old Whanganui. That's a great day. They're doing well within their softball this year, Gary.
Whanganui got a competition up and running, and it's so good to see smaller association coming back strong.
Yeah, and of course on the third base line, the one and only, God, haven't they been a stalwart there?
Jeremy England.
Jeremy England from Wellington. You know, good to see him still going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, his father, Dave England, was an original top umpire. And of course, Jeremy followed in his footsteps, but that was a long time ago. And, you know, Jeremy's done a great job. He'll be very pleased with his career.
I'd say 30 plus years. 30 plus years. You'd be looking in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Josh Harborough up to bat. 2 down in the game.
Yeah, 2 down. Hutt City United really struggling here. PCU Devils just really been aggressive, not just with the bat, but on the bases. They have a commanding 7 runs to 3 lead.
That one just off the plate. Jaden Hitter continues to go to work out there. It's a hard job when a team's batting like this against you.
Yes, it is.
Like I said, it's not much you can do about good batting, and that's what's happening out there. As we see Harborough put one through the 5-6 hole, that'll score another run. And it's going to be really on Hutt City United to do something about this. They need an out before they can do something with the bat.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, mate. It's been done with ease and got to change something here. That's a nice pitch there from young Jaden Hitter. Clips the outside of the plate, going down, called strike. He just tried that same pitch again, but just a little bit wider, and called ball.
Number 27, Drew Delatour, is batting for PCU at the moment. There's a nice spot from Jaden Hitter. Right on that inside tram line.
You're right there, Gary. Right on the inside. So he went 2 on the outside, 1 on the inside, clips the plate, and of course catches the batter watching. There's another steal there, and again,
in the zone.
You know, they've got to do something about this.
Yeah,
Hutt
you
City
can't
United,
let them have the
otherwise
bases so easily. They've done
got to
it
throw
throughout
that
the game.
ball there, and you know, Hutt City United, even in the dugout, they've got to do their bit.
Josh Harborough, a wily veteran these days.
Yeah, he sure
certainly
is.
has been around and done that at all levels of the game. Many years with the Black Sox, of course.
So 2 out with the runner on 2 there. Josh Harborough. Of course, he had a season off last year, did he? Or,
oh, okay, yeah.
Good to see him back.
Yeah.
Within the fold.
Too good a player to stay out of the game. He's been quality for Canterbury for many, many years now. Delatour fouls that one back. Harborough out there at second base. It's getting hard to keep up with the score.
Dead ball.
Dead ball there. Hits his leg.
Hits it into his own foot, and we all know how that one feels.
Oh, yeah. You know, you watch all the softballers there, they have these, what they call ankle guards, and you used to think, what's that for? And then when actually one hits you, it does really hurt.
You get a flush on the chin or right on that instep. You don't just feel it then, you feel it for days.
So Jaden Heta there really working hard on the mound there, just trying to do a bit of variation in his pitching, just trying to keep these guys off balance. But it's fair to say PCU are well on top of this game, 8 runs to 3 at the moment.
Yeah, he's just quieting them down a little, last couple of batters a little bit. But like I say, they do need that last out. That's a nice job by Jaden. Pulls the strings on that one. Takes all the pace off it and strikes out Drew Delator. Well, the pain in that innings is over for Hutt City United. They trail in this one over PCU Devils lead by 8-3. We'll see what happens when we come back in just a minute.
Try a trade. Try welding, plumbing, carpentry. Try automated trade skills, material fabrication, electrical. Try painting. Try tiling. Try a trade. Starting this month, a 7-week program in partnership with WellTech and Whitireia. Uncover your passion for a future career. Open to all ages. Register your interest today.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this ball game where Parklands Christchurch United really did use the sticks to great effect in the previous inning. To the result now where they lead the ball game not by 8-3, Robbie, but by 9-3. We missed one somewhere along the way.
We sure did.
So we are up to date now, ladies and gentlemen, 9 runs to 3. It's PCU Devils over Hutt City United, who have to reply now in kind to get themselves back into this ball game, as we are now into the 5th innings. As we get into these later stanzas, it's just about getting bodies and motions on the basis for on the basis for them, isn't it?
There's no really secret formula. Zachary Wallace hits this high to centre field, and that is taken for 1 out.
Maybe just making it a little bit too easy there, Robbie. Going a little bit too hard at the ball too early. They should be seeing a few more pitches.
Yeah, that's correct, and that's what they've got to do. They've got to really force Liam deep into the count, and I think they've got to stick around in the plate. But then again, Liam is really
he's in command, except for the one inning there where Hutt City helped themselves to 3 runs. He's done a commanding job out there. Has looked all the goods. Pitches with power, obviously a fit guy.
Yes. Yes, that's the pitch that you really want to get on there, is that type of pitch there. And I think he'll be a bit disappointed that he didn't hit on that one. Comes in with a rise. Ball outside the zone is left.
Batting-wise, you've got Keenan Easthope, another one of the young brigade from Hutt City United. He's played very well this year at all levels.
Called strike in the zone.
It's good rotation on that drop ball.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Because that one was right at the top of the zone, but it just dropped in.
Just down low there.
Haven't seen him do too much with a change-up yet. A guy that throws with his power, it's going to be a good weapon, so he doesn't need to use it.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Good count. Good. Let's see what he can get. He hits it straight back to the pitcher there, but, you know, that's what you need to do at least to give yourselves a chance.
Yeah.
Get deep into the count when you're well behind, and let's see if he can make that mistake on the pitch. So not a bad effort there from young Keenan.
He didn't execute in the end, but he did what he needed to do. He took Liam Potts deep into account, and that'll bring to bat Tane Mumu at the top of the order. Tane, who hit the ground running in his career, almost seemed to go straight from age grade into the Black Sox, and made a seamless transition into that, and looked all the money, but not quite as commanding in the last year or so.
Oh, you know, I think he goes about his work very well. I think he is, you know, look, he's not flying under the radar anymore.
No,
isn't he?
that's right.
You know, so a lot of pitchers sort of have now, you know, this is what he would normally hit, and he's very good lead off. I think he stays very disciplined in the zone and that. So I feel he's going okay, but he's just not under the radar anymore.
That's correct. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 9-3 it is. It's PCU who come in and take Hutt City out of their innings, and now it's Hutt City will need to do some defending. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute.
Rusty Bumgardner has done it all. But this year, Rusty reaches a whole new level of softball success. He's going to Beijing.
Rusty. Rusty. Rusty, have you seen my glove?
As the equipment manager. Good luck, Rusty.
Gary.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've just got underway here now in the bottom of the fifth innings, and we see the ball hit down the third base line. This time it is by Cameron Watts, and just continues that aggressive nature of their game. They've been swinging hard at everything near the zone, and in general have been making good contact, Robbie. Another good way for PCU to get going in this innings.
Yeah, Cameron Watts there showing his class there, and that ball was hit through the zone there, and he gets a two-base hit.
Oh, EJ can't hold on to that one. Cameron Watts comes in to slide into third base. Runners on the corners now for PCU. Jaden Potts helps himself. Will we call that an error or a hit? I think it would be an error, would it?
Yeah, it was hit hard, though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was hit hard. Let's have a look.
We will.
It's always good to see how the scorers would view that, whether that should have been taken. But,
yeah. But it was. It was hit very hard down the third base line. Went through the glove of EJ Albright.
Young Hapini Kumaroa here goes at their pitch. It's bad on the ball there, but that pitch was just a little bit outside of reach. And as you can see on that replay there, that I think that ball was hit pretty hard. Oh, there's another one. But McCarroll
and this
gets
time
in. Now there you see the youthfulness and being able to pick the ball up early, the flight of the ball. That was hit hard, and George McCarroll just got in the right position. Rare skill, mate. Rare skill, because what that done is it hit. Here we go here. This is hit hard, right through there. Now he comes through. Look how where he is. He picks it up, but he gets it, and it stops the runner from coming in. Now that should have been maybe a base hit. Normally, if he was a little bit deeper, he was able to track that ball well.
Robbie, it's one of those plays that he's made it look easy.
Yeah, he has.
But it wasn't easy. You know, a player of that caliber makes a hard play look easy. He's got himself in position to throw that. He got it in the air in split seconds.
Great play. The next batter there gets hit pitch, I think.
And
so that
now
brings
it's
in number
PCU with loaded
6 to
bases.
6. Curtis Dove. And a die.
Oh, this is going to cost them. There's a throw that's gone through first base.
Oh, he'll be, and that's the game,
And that'll be the ball
unfortunately,
game.
yeah, on that error. So that is not a good way to end, but you'd have to say the PCU Devils were really commanding and really ruthless against the young pitching staff here. As you can see here, here's the throw. They got the out at home. They go for a double. The throw's not quite there, and unfortunately that ends the game because that allows that runner to score within a 7-run lead, and that ends the game.
So that ends it on a run-ahead rule there, Robbie, and just some of that inexperience, I think, that goes along with some of that youthfulness now. It almost contrasts in the play that George McCarroll had, followed by what happened with that overthrow there. It's almost the two ends of the youth that's within that team, isn't it?
Yeah, and they'll be disappointed, I think, Hutt City United, with how that came about. Yes, of course, there were hits there and all that, but you've got to, cut their errors type down. They've got to put that out of their mind and go on to their next games either tomorrow or later on this afternoon. I'm not quite sure. I know they won in one game this morning, so they're 1 for 1. They've got to put that out of their mind. They're still in there and going to come back hard tomorrow.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's the run-ahead rule that PCU Devils help themselves to and get themselves out of the ball game in 5 innings. We'll call it 10-3 as it was automatically over once that run was scored. At the end of the day, it's PCU Devils who march on. Here on the first day of the tournament, too hard and too early to say what those sorts of wins and losses are going to have for either of these teams as we move into the tournament, but winning is a habit, and that's going to continue for one or the other of these teams as we get into the second, third, fourth, and possibly fifth day of the tournament. Well, there we go. Diamond 1 action for the 11 o'clock game is finished. PCU Devils run out winner. We've got more action coming up for you very shortly, so don't go anywhere because we'll be back in just a minute. Goodbye.